Today I'm going to show you this new product I made for my Teachers Pay Teacher store. It's a chemistry choice board that reviews different topics throughout chemistry. I'm going to use this to review with my students. It's at the end of the year for me, and I'm going to use this to just go back and hit on several different topics that they learned earlier in the year. So I will link my choice board down below to my Teachers Pay Teacher store, but for now I'm going to show you how I plan to use it in the classroom and how you can edit it to meet your needs and your students' needs. So let's go. So the first page is going to be the directions. This can be edited to meet the needs of your classroom. This choice board is 4 days worth of assignments. On day 4 is a Flipgrid assignment. So if you don't use Flipgrid and you just want to create a video, you could change that to say video, or if you don't even want to use day 4, you could completely edit that out. The way I have this choice board set up, if you read the directions, they will complete 1 row each day. But as they're completing the rows, they cannot complete anything in the same column. So I'll show you how that's set up. So you can see at the tops of the columns, it has the topics, and then the rows are the days. So atoms and elements, mixtures, density, physical, and chemical. So if on day 1 they watch the atoms video, day 1 they review atoms and elements. They can't do anything else in column 1 the rest of the week. So that means day 2, they could review density and create a density tower, and then column 1 and column 3 are out for the rest of the week. So then they'll need to do something in column 2, and then that means on the last day for the Flipgrid, they would do column 4. So by the end of the week on day 4, they should have 1 flask in each row, and on the columns, there should only be 1 flask. So let's look at what we have in each row. So for day 1, for each one, they have the option of watching a video that covers that content, and then they write 3 facts that they learn on this slide. Day 2, for each topic, for atoms and elements and mixtures, they're linked to an article. And then for atoms, they'll go to slide 4, and they will drag and drop to label the subatomic particles on the atomic model, and then they will also label the element box. So atomic number, they'll just drag it over to label the element box. For density, they will watch, draw, label, and explain a density tower. So they'll go to Google Draw, and they'll create a density tower, and then they'll insert the image here. So it says insert your tower drawing below, label the substances in each layer, and explain why you think they layered that way. So they'll have to explain their density tower. And then the last one is you could play this Quizlet game. So it takes you to a Quizlet gravity game and answer with physical or chemical changes. So what happens is, let's see if we can get this Quizlet to work. So it takes them to Quizlet, and they'll click get started, and they can do easy, medium, or hard, and then you click let's go. So it says to answer with physical and chemical changes. So what happens is they'll have these images falling from the sky, and so burning a match. If they think that's chemical, they'll type in chemical change, and then they get it right. And then they'll have to answer each picture falling, is that a physical change or is that a chemical change? Once they've played that game, it says on this slide, type the question and correct answer to 2 questions that you missed. So maybe it was ice melting, they put chemical change, so they say ice melting is a physical change, and then question 2. So that's an option for day 2. On day 3, for each topic, they'll create 5 test questions, and then they'll answer them. So they'll go to this slide, and whichever topic they chose, they'll create the 5 questions, and then they'll also answer those 5 questions. Each slide also will link them back to the board. It'll link them back to the game board, not the directions. And then day 4 is where you have the option of creating a Flipgrid, or you can have them just create a video and attach it. You could add an extra slide if you wanted them to do that. If you don't want day 4 at all you would have to do is delete row, and it's out. So So you just delete the row and then delete it from the video directions, and then of course you would delete another flask. So you can edit this. You can edit it to include the flip grid, include a classroom video, or you can edit it to just completely get rid of the video question. I think I may have missed, this one. So you read the article. This is on mixtures. You read an article about the different types of mixtures, and then on slide 5, you're going to label the mixture. So this says salt water. Obviously, it goes there. And then they're also going to have to label, is salt water a homogeneous mixture or a heterogeneous mixture? So they'll have to label that. So those are the different options that they have for each day. So by the end of the week, they have covered atoms and elements, mixtures, density, and physical and chemical changes, and they have got to choose which way they have covered it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the choice board, drop them below, or if you have anything that you would like to see me add or another topic you would like for me to create a choice board on, drop those below too. All right, see you next time. Bye.